Hello, people. My name is Givens, and guys, I am finally doing this. I am recording this. I've been saying I'm starting a podcast for the longest time ever. I am literally the queen of procrastinating. I started saying I'm doing a podcast when I graduated uni for my undergrad. And those are so many years ago. Not so many, but I graduated so many years ago. And I've been saying I'm recording, I'm starting a podcast. I need to do a podcast daily. Every day of those many years that I graduated, I've always been saying I'm starting, I'm recording. So finally, there's a record in front of me and I'm recording. Yeah, so why a podcast, Givens? When I was in uni, I used to be a part of this radio show, a part of the radio community in the school. So we used to host a show, me and my friends. My friends were amazing. I loved that show. The show was so much fun. I used to look forward to the days that we had that show. We used to discuss so many interesting topics and I loved it. We had different views. It was so much fun. We used to laugh like almost the entire time. It was so much fun. God, I felt so alive. And then time came and I had to graduate, Graduating means leaving school, means you have to move on. As in, you need to grow. As in, you're out of that space. You need to give other people a chance to also try that radio. When I got out here, I was sure what I wanted to do. I wanted to join radio. Real radio, commercial radio. It was hard. It was so hard. Well, even people in Kenya say it. In order to join these broadcasts, radio, TV, you need to know the right people. And which right people did I know? Which right people in the industry did I know? I only knew my co-host and we were on the same level. In fact, I graduated and left them in school. So I'm the one who's supposed to be helping them get complicated. This Kenya. So when I couldn't join radio, I decided to get into PR because after all in uni, I had done a double concentration in broadcast and PR. So I decided to go deep kabisa into PR because there's not so much hustle in PR. I mean, there's so many PR agencies and almost every company wants a PR person. So I went there because it was less of a hustle than in broadcast. So one of the reasons I was skeptical about starting this podcast is I really didn't know what I'd be discussing in the podcast that I really want to do. What would I be discussing? As in, what will I be talking about? What will the podcast be about? I really wanted to have something that is well thought out. I've been thinking for all those years and till now, I still don't know what I'll be discussing in this podcast. I would really, really love to do a sports podcast, but I don't think I'm the right person. I don't know so much. I don't think I know enough things about the Kenyan sports. I don't think I'm the right person. I hope along the way or at some point I'll collab with the Kenyan sportsmen and women. Yeah, and maybe they'll teach me something or I'll learn something about the sports industry in Kenya. Another idea that I had, I realized I kind of have a different opinion on some social issues. In discussions, I'm always alone. My view, it's Givens against 4 people and everyone's Givens, really? How are you thinking? So I really want to do this podcast and discuss those social issues and make people understand my view. My view may be different, but I think it makes sense. Yes, it makes sense in my head. Why isn't it making sense when it comes out of my mouth? So I hope it will make sense. This podcast, we were to start it some time back. My friends and I, 4 of my friends, we were supposed to be 5 girls. But I felt like I was pushing them to do something that they're not really as passionate about it as I am. So it was so hard to get all of us together at the same time, at the right state of mind to do this thing. Yeah, so I felt like I was pushing them to do my dream, which is my dream. It's not their dream. I felt like I was being the parent who, when you go to uni and you study a degree that you don't really want or don't really like, and then you just do it for your parents. And when you're done, you take back the certificate to your parents. Yeah, I felt like that was what I was doing. And I don't want to be that parent. I don't want to be that kind of a friend. So I just had to let them go, or maybe let me go. But there's one friend that I think I still see some interest in her. I think I'll talk to her. I hope she'll join me. And then we can be able to do this podcast together and laugh the way I used to laugh with my uni co-host and enjoy this. I hope we'll enjoy this, Let's do this, guys. Let's do it. I'm finally doing it. And I hope I will not stop, because consistency is key. I hope I'll not stop, and I am just praying that you will enjoy this podcast. I'm praying that this podcast will educate. I hope so. Educate. Well, I hope it will give you some new information. Not sure. It will inform, educate, and entertain. Yes, I hope you'll give it a shot. At that time when you're driving or doing your chores at home or just relaxing somewhere and you just want to listen to something. You just want to listen to something not so serious. I hope we'll give this podcast a chance. I hope we'll give it a shot, and let's do it, guys. Yes.